Good morning, everybody, and welcome to today's stream. It is L.I.L journaling. You can call me Lids. As you can tell, we're in a different spot today, just because this is what we're working with. right now because I'm also in the process of cleaning my house. So we're over here today. This is where we will be streaming today. For today's, oh my gosh, I didn't even update today's activities. We're going to do that first thing. Because y'all deserve that. Oh, come on. Oh. Okay. I don't think it's going to let me, so. But, despite what the title says, we are doing the October reading journal setup and not the monthly setup. So, it is a monthly setup, just not the monthly setup, you know? You know. Okay. Before we get started, a couple announcements. If you like any of my content, you can see all my previous streams on my YouTube channel, and then all of my I post daily bullet journaling and reading journal content on Instagram. So, both are linked in my bio or in the description if you're watching this on YouTube later. And then my next stream will be October 6th at 11 a.m. I believe it is going to be the fall shows spread, so I'm going to be making like some fall and Halloween shows that you should watch during the season to get into the spooky mood. So, that's that for you. Let's get into today's activities. Let's jump here. Okay. We got some pumpkins here today. So we're in my reading journal today, and we are going to be making my October reading journal setup. And so, if we jump to September's, you can see I haven't made like really any progress anywhere. I did not pick up any of these books. I wanted to work on this one. I got a little farther in this one. I am a lot farther in here, actually. And is this the right marker? This is not the right marker. Haha. Thought it was. But I'm a lot farther in this. I'm hoping to finish it by today or tomorrow. And that's the only other book I'll finish this month. And then I finish this one. But that is as far as I've gotten this month. I haven't gotten far. And I've realized, one sec. Sorry. Little stuffy today. I've realized that I'm very far behind in my finishing 52 books before the end of the year. So my goal, I have a big TBR for October to kind of get through it. Some of them are like a bunch of smaller books like manga that I could read in a day just to kind of like help me catch up a little bit. And they're books I mean to read anyway, so I don't think it's a problem. So, we got a lot of books to put on today's TBR. We'll talk about them as we go. We'll talk about the spread as we go. Let's talk about materials though. That all rhymed and I liked it. Okay. So, I have these two here. This is a washi tape, and it just has a bunch of little moons on it, and that type of thing. And then this has a bunch of gray dots in a gradient of sorts. And then we have some markers. Not markers. Golly gee. Pens. We have these two Sippa fine liner, and then this one, I forget its brand name, but it is also a fine liner. And then we have these fine point, they're like knockoff microns. That's what they are, in two different sizes that I've been using. And then 4 King Art dual tip brush pens and 1 Tombow dual tip brush pen. This is number 364. And then finally, we have this Happy Planner sticker book that's Nightmare Before Christmas themed. And this came with a big, like, desk-sized office calendar. So it's probably not one you can, like, find in their shop. You just would, like, have to get it with the calendar. But the calendar, like, only has, like, the rest of this year and, like, half of next year on it. So, be warned there. But, let's get into it. I Okay. I want to do a cover page because I haven't really done one recently, and I think that'd be fun because there's a lot of books here, and then it's like not awkwardly a repetition of this just over here now. So we are going to do a cover page. We're gonna grab all the stickers that I've already torn out. I don't think we'll use that one. We could use these. I like the corner ones. I'm almost done with that. I think I want boxes and circles. Do I have any boxes left? No. I just have circles. And I think I could use like all of these circles for sure. Oh, I know what I need, and I don't have it with me. I'll be right back. We're back. I grabbed these cardstock stencils that I have that I really like because I've been using them a little bit this month, mostly to write out like Oct for October, and that's it. So we're going to use those and hope that October is somehow near the top. Bet. And set this right there for now. And we're going to use these to kind of like write out October, and then we're going to write our full TBR here, and then we can like go through it as we go through each of the books. Okay. And we want this thicker tip. I don't know if all of these will fit on one page, so I'm gonna really try to make sure it does. A little messy, but that's fine. And going like that. Okay. No, T will not fit, so we are going to go on the diagonal. And I'm going to slow down a bit because I'm going fast and it's making me make mistakes like I don't want. I want these to connect smoothly and not like rough connection, you know? Okay. Nope, we need a T. My brain, I'm a little scatterbrained, guys. I'm sorry. Okay. Bet. And then we're going to continue using this marker to make a couple little stitch marks. Up, up, up. We like that. And then we're just going to color it in using our cool colors today. Because I can. And that's what I want to do. While we're making the October cover page, we should chat about the books I've worked on and read in September. At the very, very beginning of the month, I finished The Brothers Hawthorne, which I absolutely adored and loved, and I'm convincing all my friends to read the book now, and I'm very excited for them to read it, and that type of thing. It's just a good time. And then what else? But yeah, I really like Brothers Hawthorne. I think I gave it like 5 out of 5 stars. I liked the plots and how they because I expected the plots to eventually connect and everything to come together in the end, and I'm okay that Jennifer Lynn Barnes didn't do that because I feel like it would have ruined it. I feel like she gave good resolutions to all the characters, or the 2 main characters that they were focusing on, which is Grayson and Jameson. I think that was a very good thing that she did in that book. And this book wasn't focused too big on because the main 3 books, The Inheritance Games, The Hawthorne Legacy, and The Final Gambit, it was very much of let's solve the whole Hawthorne family mysteries and that type of thing. And let's figure those out. And what else? Yeah, it was just kind of it was more everyone and Avery focused, but now these are let's actually develop these characters and give them more to them. I like both of these characters needed development in different ways. Well, Jameson, I feel like he still needs some. No. Jameson's chill with his development. He's at a good place for him. So is Grayson. But these books were necessary for their development and where these characters needed to be if they were going to do even more things or continue on in their lives. They needed some familial closure, and I think that's what's happened. And I'm very happy about that as well. So I like how these books turned out. As much as I would have loved a bit more romance and characters interacting and flirting and cute scenes and that type of thing, it wasn't necessary and it didn't need to happen, and I'm okay with it. I was sad, but I understand why it wasn't needed and why it didn't happen yet. Because for example, Grayson, he needed the growth that happens in the Inheritance Games to be more prepared for a love interest in the future. So that's kind of my thought process there. Which means if in the next book that is not coming out until next year, The Grandest Games, if it doesn't have a love interest for Grayson of some sort, I might be a little mad. I might be pissed. I might want to fight. So that's what we're hoping for. We need a love interest for Grayson. That's what I want. That's what I want in life. Because I love Grayson, and he deserves to be loved. And I want him to be in love with somebody. that's my thought process there. But I'm pretty sure I've like talked about the inheritance games enough in like previous streams that I don't feel the need to like bring it up as much right now. I will be using this page. Like, probably not completely, but enough. And these pages are like falling out because this is Happy Planner sticker books, and that tends to happen. We're gonna go with Spooky. Wow. Oh yes, I do want to put the TBR on this page, so I need to actually start putting these down. Okay. Bop. Okay. Now we'll take this guy. No, actually, we'll write in red. So, good. Gotta try and fit them all, so we'll see how this goes and if I need more. Ooh, yes, those are gonna cross over. And we're gonna write volume. So like, yeah. You can't see very well, but these cross onto the same one. And I am chill with that. One thing I realized recently is that I have a lot of like colorful pens that I just don't use as much. Like, if I, like, pick out one of these dual tip, I'll, like, that's kind of, like, my main markers for the month, and then I have, like, a black pen. So I'm, like, trying to force myself to use more colorful pens and pick them out that match my theme instead of just, like, a black pen. Because a black pen is a little too easy, you know? You know. It's a big TBR, but we're gonna do it because we kind of believe in ourselves to actually do it and get it done. So we'll see how it goes, if it goes well, and that type of thing. And we're going to add a couple stars here. To like give it some shape, give it some design. And then we need something here. We do need something there. Probably not a circle. I like the plan. I might do that in red. To kind of bop. And put another one, like, right over here. Because then it kind of goes with the fact that I'm listing my TBR. We're going to go like bop, bop, bop to mirror this. And then I want to finish this sticker sheet, so we're going to finish it right now. Yay! I like doing that. It's like my favorite thing, finishing a sticker sheet. Best. The best, let me tell you. Okay, so this is our lovely cover page. I'm very proud of it. I like how it looks. It's a little crazy, but that's okay. Now, let's get into it. Oh, I guess before, I'll quickly give what else I worked on this month. I did more of the Witch's Heart. I'm very into that right now. I just don't always have time to listen to audiobooks. And then I'm trying to finish the Assassin's Blade. Hopefully I'll finish it. And I finished Dragons of Autumn Twilight last weekend. It was good. I liked it. Taught me a lot about D&D, so I'm prepared for my first session. So, those are the books of the month of September. Okay. The real question now is, how do I want to do these pages? Because usually, like, if I still had a bunch of these sticker dots, I would have done, like, dot, title of book, and, like, you know, like, here's my dot, here's my title of book, and all that information. Dot, title of book. You know, I tend to do that. That's my vibe. But I don't. Which means I gotta come up with something else. And I have a lot of stickers that, like, I've used up most of my decorating stickers. You have fallen out. But I should, like, I have these stars. I have some zero. I have some corners. And I have some circles. And I do have these. These I might use. Because I do need, like, a reason to use them. And though there's a part of me that, like, kind of wants to use the lists because I have so many of these, especially these 1, 2, 3 ones, but there aren't, like, there's one book on my TBR that I will finish and, like, that I'll split 3 ways or something. So, I don't know. Probably won't. But we will probably use this and some of the decorating ones. I'll try to use my corners. I need to use up the corners. And honestly, at this point, I don't really I feel this thing falling out in so many, it's already at the point where it's falling apart, falling out of its book, so we're just gonna seal the deal, you know? Okay. Into the pile it goes. Okay. Okay. Yes. And then I think I'm going to be doing, not just for one page, but for multiple pages, a border. And the border is just going to be, a whole stitchy edge. You know? You'll see. And pop. Okay. that. And we'll do our stitches. Big stitch and a little stitch. Don't think I've done any of the X stitches yet. And we're just going to pop one down to see if we like it. And I do. So we're adding random X's as like a weird stitch. Okay. Stitched the edge. Oh, I can also use these dots. We gotta think, guys. Because I don't have, I'm a little too exhausted to do much of that right now, but we're trying. And then we'll pick 2 stitches to kind of zero out around. And I think I'm going to do each color twice along the border. So I gotta like choose wisely, give some space, that type of thing, so that like it's not too overcrowded. But I could also just do like one of each first and then see if I wanted to add another. Kind of want this one to go over more than one page. I think I'll just like not need all of them to do 2 or like double, but just like one of them. So we're gonna go like this and this. And I think I'll just do the warm colors twice, because I did all the cool colors on the first page. And then to like balance things, you know? Oh, I went too far. That's fine. That looks cool. I haven't done where they connect yet, so. But yeah. We'll do a little short one here. Then a yellow again. Okay. I like the way that looks. It looks so pretty. I like it so much. Okay. Beautiful. Now, let's get some books. Actually, we'll do like a tinge of decorating first. So, I want to use up my corners, which usually just means grabbing one of these guys, whichever ones I have left, and plopping him down over the stitches, because I can. And then we're going to set that there because those are the ones I don't intend to use again. Okay. So a little decorating there. We'll add one of these here. I don't want to use a swirly star yet, or like this, but I'm going to use some stars and just kind of plop them on the page. Give it, yeah, just a little bit, just a tiny bit. Okay, bop, bop. So we're gonna just kind of jump around with how I layer these. So like sometimes it'll be on top, sometimes it'll be on bottom. Change a bunch of sides, you know. But yeah. I got a lot of books here, so we will see how far these go. Though I do want to make a note. Of like, because some of them I'm already part way through. So 7. I need to start at 7. And then what was the other one? Indivisible. Haha. Brain. And at 175. This has a little list of all the books that I'll be like putting as long as along with this pile. Okay. We're gonna be going through like the pile first. Okay. Don't know how I'm gonna like move the pile. Yeah. I didn't think too far ahead with today's stream because I'm a little tired. But that's okay. We will work with what we got. And so we're going to start with the Spy Family novels because they are already right here. And yeah. And we're just going to kind of switch between these 3 pens that we have. Spy X Family Volume 3. Now this one goes up to 194. And the more that I think about it, I don't need to just use these pens. I will be for this one. Because it's like, I do usually use the markers to make the boxes. And I can just use the black pens to like do the numbers on the inside. So, I'm not just going to use the pens. Because I don't really want to at this point. Okay. Here, you should be able to see the book. Spy Family Volume 1. There's 194 pages to be read. With the Spy Family novels, I do want to like do one a day at some point. Just kind of like binge through it, finish the series. Because it is manga. It is easier to read, though it will still take time because there's some pages where there's lots of words on it. Or like that type of thing. But it is like a book that I do want to finish in a day. And that type of thing. So, there's that thought. And yeah, I'm going to be finishing the books of Spy Family that I have. I'm excited. I've like slowly read the first 2 already, so I'm hoping to just use these books as an easy way to catch up, but also as like a breather, where if I'm like tired of the book that I'm currently working on, I can pick these ones up instead, just for like the day to like give my brain a break and that type of thing. And I'm also going to use these to like catch up majorly, because I did the math and I was like, we're more than halfway through the year and I've just barely reached like 28 books read, so I really want to finish reading all 52 books throughout the year. So I'm going to fight for it, and I'm going to binge read and try to catch up. On the bright side though, because of where I work and how often I work, I don't always have to, like, I'm usually tired, so I do like anything that like absolutely needs to get done that day, but then I just kind of like try to do more relaxing things or like small tasks because I'm really tired and I save my bigger tasks for the weekend. So I am trying to like read more at night because my body is like, yo, we're tired. Let's actually like do stuff that doesn't require you to do lots of work and that type of thing. So that's the plan. Okay. There's construction going outside right now. I don't know if you guys can hear like the tail end of it or something, but I'm not actually sure why there's construction. There's no need for it to be. But yeah. Ooh, let's talk, because it is the end of the month. It is time for a monthly reset of sorts. Or there will be one. You should be like preparing for it and that type of thing. I don't always do like, there's some people who I've noticed when it comes to monthly resets that they will try to, like, they reset a lot of different things like throughout their house and their life to like prepare them for the next month, which is great. Props to them for being able to like do 20,000 things in a monthly reset. I cannot always do that. But I do try to do some things for sure in a month reset, and others like once I get the chance, or like the weekend the month starts. So this is kind of how my monthly reset works, in a sense. I will usually I like get out all my notebooks and I migrate things over and I make sure everything's updated. I have a notes section in my phone that I also try to clear out, just because Um, it's usually just a collection of like ideas that I've had in the past month that I just haven't like implemented into my journal yet. Ooh, I might need more and more. It also has anything that I've like that's happened during the week that I know needs to be updated in a notebook. Just like I don't want to pull it out right now. Like for example, I track how much stationery I use up and like toss and how much stationery I receive. So I do have like I put that down that I like because today I used up a sticker sheet that's going in there so that I know that like I need to buy like so I can then track it and that type of thing. So those are like those are the main things I do is like journal migration, and I clear out any notes that I have that relate to like that are in my phone that relate to like I can give it a home now, that type of thing. What else? I know I have a lot of things. I always do a house cleaning as well because I find that to be important. And I also try to like bake a treat for the week. Usually like this is kind of like more stuff I also do on a weekly basis. Is like I'll clean my house, I'll bake a new treat that I can snack on during the week and that type of thing. But that's about it. Like I don't do anything too special for the beginning of the month. I may do like some goal planning of sorts, but not too much. Like my monthly resets are usually just also my like weekly resets, just like slightly more. I catch up on like, I have like cleaning tasks I do on a weekly basis and some that I try to do once a month. So I make sure like the once a month ones are done. I make sure other lists are also migrated in my journals, that type of thing. So, I don't know. There isn't much to my monthly resets that is different from my weekly. Yeah. Next book on the TBR is the Spiderwick Chronicles. This is our book club book pick for the month. It is one that I picked out because I'm so excited. And I feel like it's a good fall book. I mean, it's got a fall leaf on the back, you know? I read this a lot as like a child. I love this series. So this is my book club pick. It's only like 107 pages, so this is another one that I will try to read in a day to like just kind of pop it out of the way and that type of thing. I am very excited for it. I've missed this series. I got this book off of Pango Books, it's like an online book thrift store, and eventually I want to get the rest of the series so I can have it again and like reread it. But yeah, this is a book. It's very much like, it's by Holly Black, and it's kind of like, it probably jump-started like my fantasy fae fascination, and this is just like, it's cool. You know what would be really silly, though probably not a real thing, would be if this was in the same universe as The Cruel Prince. I feel like that'd be very silly, because Holly Black also wrote the Cruel Prince series. That'd be cool. And I feel like if I read this, like reading this again, I may be able to like find things that like fit the vibe, but I'm not sure. This also has like strong Gravity Falls vibes because they do have like, there is a set of twins finding this old journal, solving mysteries with it. Well, it's more like a field guide and that type of thing, and learning about the weird creatures that live in the forest around their home. So, good. All the good vibes. All the good fall vibes, you know? All the good fall vibes. This is the next book that is on my TBR. Another one that I will try to finish in a day. we're doing all of these ones first, because that's just the order they were in the pile. This is Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. And this one is really short, only 84 pages. But this is a spooky short story. The man's like alter ego, that type of thing. Yeah, a scientist who has an personality that takes over sometimes, and he has to deal with that fact. So it's more of like novellicized, but I have the book version. I figured I need to read this. I've had it for a while. See if I like it. See if I like it as much as I loved Frankenstein, that type of thing. Now, I don't want books to like start on this page and then go into this page. So, we are going to leave that space here for now. Actually, I know what we're going to put here. I know exactly what we're going to put here. I do have an audiobook that I am working on still. Worked on it last month. I want to work on it more this month, and it is The Witch's Heart. And I'm already like halfway through it. And so I'm only going to put like what I have left. But yeah, my goal is I want to finish it. So I stop like only reading this one. Because I keep like, I did an extra number. It's okay. I did the numbers wrong. But that's fine. I started with 6 when I should have started with 7. Anyway, I've started this book. I've really enjoyed it. So far, I'm at like the halfway point where it's like the main part of the past is over, and it's like, you know, like when you're reading certain books and they're like part 1, part 2. Yeah, we're at part 2 now. We're doing put these next to every book title, and I didn't, and I kind of regret it. However, I fit a lot of books on this page, so I'm kind of okay with it as of this moment. But for like, because we can, we're gonna pop that like that to add some, yeah, this is what we're doing. Today's a messy time on stream, and that's okay, and we're here for that. And if you're bullet journaling and it doesn't go as planned, that's okay, it still looks good. And we all know you're trying your best. And I will support all messy journalers who don't have neat handwriting and forget their plans and get really tired and don't finish spreads all the time. I will support you and I will love you, because sometimes it's what happens. And that's a-okay. Okay, so now we are going to actually try to pull these out and use them more. Bop. And see how it goes. This next book is huge. This book is 659 pages. However, as you can tell by like this page and this page, or like these pages, that like it's not full, like it's not full of text, the whole page. This page, not like, I can't wait to read this page. Why? Because it's gonna go by so fast. Let me tell you about Gemina, which is the second book. Oh, it's shiny. Nice. Anyway, it's the second book in the Illuminae Files series, and I love this book oh so much. Well, I love the first book, the Illuminae Files. Illuminae was a great book, and it is written like this, where the whole time you are just reading documents and papers and chat messages and forms and whatever. That's what you're reading. You're reading text. Like, you're just reading stuff that's, like, found online. And sometimes it's flyers, sometimes it's pictures. You name it, you're reading it. Okay. And that is what you do with the Illuminae files, is you just kind of read a bunch of those different things. And then that's kind of how you piece together what the heck is going on and the whole story. So, the Illuminae Files follows the first book. It follows this group of people, and I'm going to be honest, this happens within like the first chapter, so it is not a spoiler, where their planet, because it's like in a weird distant future where humans live on various different planets and we all got crazy lives, and yeah, they live on this planet and it is under attack by it gets under attack, and so they all get onto their evacuation ships. There's two of them. Well, no, there's two main evacuation ships they all get onto. And they're like, bet, now we just gotta go to this planet and plead our case and stay away from the enemy and hope they don't follow us. Well, the enemy decides to follow them because the enemy wants them dead, which kind of sucks. So they're like, it's okay, we'll do our best and that type of thing to survive. And one of these, and then the ships get, broken and that type of thing as they try to fight off the enemy and that type of thing. And there's also a disease of sorts starting to spread through the ship. This is also, this is why I picked it for October. It's kind of a horror book. The first one had some horror into it. It was spooky. It was sci-fi, but it was, a horror sci-fi. So, be prepared for that if you're into that. But it did have a disease spread that kind of turned people into weird zombies. And you're only learning this information between two kids that broke up the day that their planet got destroyed, which is in and of itself crazy and that type of thing. So, it's got crazy twists. I like it. It's such a quick read as well. So, I think that's really great about it, is that you can kind of breeze through it just because some of the pages are just files or documents you're looking at and that type of thing. There are some moments where the text and I like the format. But there are some moments where I have to turn my book in all different directions to read what's happening because the text is weird. But yes, that's kind of the first book, the Illuminae Files. I'm picking up book 2 because I've already read book 1 and I loved it, and I think this is a great choice for spooky season this year. And I think because I have Spy Family because I just want to get it done. Spiderwick Chronicles has that Gravity Falls and fae vibes that I like for spooky season. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde is a little horror short story, so I am going to pick that for spooky season. The Witch's Heart isn't spooky necessarily, but I think it does have a little bit of gore to it, and it's very Norse mythology, so I might chill with this. And then this is definitely this is my big spooky book of the month, This is the book that this will probably be the spookiest book I read this month. I am not much of someone who reads horror novels and that type of thing. I like the idea of serial killers and murders and stuff, but not the idea of them doing the murder. I like crime shows and crime documentaries and that type of thing. I will watch those, though. I'll watch them when I'm comfortable and it's in broad daylight and that type of thing, when it's chill. But so I'm not really I don't watch thrillers though. I don't watch thriller or horror movies. I don't watch Scream. I don't watch Chucky. I don't watch Annabelle. I've never I've watched those, and I don't plan to because I get scared very easily. So, if you are that type of person, heck yeah, pick up these books that I'm recommending because they're great and they'll probably fit your vibe. If you're not that type of person, then, and you like more spooky things, these books, this is like the closest one you're gonna get to spooky for me, like real spooky. So, this is probably the only one I would recommend to you, but yeah. But yeah, this is my spookiest book. I'm so excited for it. I love it. It's amazing. It's a thick boy. But I'm very excited to, continue this series. Okay. Now, this next book, it's not entirely, spooky. Okay, so this is called It Devours, and it is a Night Vale novel. If you've heard of a Night Vale, if you haven't, I'll tell you what it is. But if you have heard of it, I will still tell you what it is. Night Vale is a podcast series where you kind of go to this, little desert community, and you kind of hear a radio show host as he talks about what's happening in town. And it's very quirky. It has teeth. They have leggings that is just this that you can buy from them. It's kind of funny. But it's kind of like a quirky little desert community. They have weird fun. It's a satire on America and its systems. It's really but if you didn't read Potter because it has witchcraft in it, they probably would have Night Vale. Because it's not necessarily evil and satanic. It's it's a satire. It's playing on some things, but it has some things where it's a little too weird for me, but I'll keep going. My recommendation to listen to it is don't zone out while listening to it, because you may try your best to pop back in and figure out what's happening, but you won't. Doesn't make sense. You gotta be in it the whole time. There's also weird rules and laws. I like it. It's silly. It has not necessarily an evil spooky aspect to it, but it's weird enough that it's kind of spooky. It's kind of Over the Garden Wall, where it's it's not scary and it's not spooky, but it's got some stuff going on that you're that's a little weird. So that's what this is. That is It Devours, a Night Vale novel. I like listening to Night Vale. I always forget it exists, and then I will go back to it after years and try to catch up, and then I get really far behind and that type of thing. So that's what it is. I kind of get through it, but not always. But yeah, I don't entirely know what this one is about. I've read another Night Vale novel already, which I thoroughly enjoyed. But I'm not entirely sure if this one will be exactly like that. I know it does kind of go after characters that aren't as common in the series, telling their stories. So I like that. Here's an example of Night Vale on a not entirely spooky, but it's a little unsettling level, that secret old woman. There's an old woman who secretly lives in your home. She lives in everybody's homes, and they'll always bring her up. And he's yeah, I got this information from a direct source, the old lady who secretly lives in your home. Oh, she's faceless. That's the main thing. She's a faceless who secretly lives in your home. She did also try to run for mayor at one point. Probably sounds really weird, but it is a thing. And it's they play on the idea that you only see her over your shoulder if you're home alone. It's if you feel a cold breeze suddenly, or you hear other footsteps or whispering, it's her, and that type of thing. So that's kind of like, it's not too spooky, but if you are home alone and listening to that, you're like, I'm thinking a little too hard about that. It's like after watching a movie, you feel the need to turn all the lights in the house. That's kind of what it is. Even if you're like into scary movies, it's like, I'm not as I thought I was at this moment. So yeah, that's that. That's kind of like how I would explain Night Vale, haha, not Nightmare, to you as like spook level. Ooh, I'm going through my water. So, yeah. And right now, we're gonna try to remember to put down our sticker, because I forgot, and I want to remember to use these. Okay. This next book is probably not spooky, but it's just like, it's a good novel that I've wanted to read. The Midnight Library. I've had it for a while. Haven't had the chance to pick it up. Not really a spooky book, but the magic aspect of it will probably fit for the vibes, like more of a cozy October vibe instead of spooky. So there's that. This one doesn't have as many pages. So we gotta be careful. But yeah, I don't remember what's it. Okay, so it's kind of like reliving your life vibes, you know? Go changing mistakes, so, which could also lead to dire consequences. So, it's just something I've had for a while. I've wanted to read. I'm gonna try and read it. It's like one of those good shorter ones. It's like, I could finish this in like 2 or 3 days, and that type of thing. That's the thing. I know how long it takes me to finish books, and I know I could finish it in like this amount of time or that amount of time and like be done with it so fast. I just don't like, it's hard for me to sometimes like get started into a book and actually sit down to read it and that type of thing. Though my main game plan is like, oh, I need to like, I've like set up how long it'll take me to read certain books, so I'm like, I've kind of put them already in an order of how I want to read them, and maybe I just need to like pick up my favorite and just start reading it. Though talking about all these books has made me like want to read all of them as of this moment. But yeah, it's called Under the Whispering Door. If you could not tell, slightly thicker, but still like a good like size of book, you know. Yeah. I want to put a at this one because there's like that there already. But yeah, this one I just kind of also been on my TBR for a while. I want to get through it, though I know it does have a strong theme of death and like mourning, which kind of goes with October and that type of thing. So I do want to read this like for sure and kind of see where it goes and all that stuff. Okay, I want to see where I'm at before I continue making boxes. Okay. Has 373 pages, so just a couple more. Beautiful. Yeah, I don't have much on this book to sell it. I'll probably talk about more of it as I when I actually finish it. Okay. I probably have room for one more book. So we're going to pick up a book that I am halfway through. And I actually want to finish for once. And yeah. I'm about halfway through by my bookmark here. I need to finish it. It's indivisible. It does have a dust jacket. I just took it off because I was reading it, but then I stopped reading it. So, but yeah, I want to finish Indivisible. It's not really a spooky book in a sense, but I do want to get it done and out of the way. And so it's no longer in my TBR pile. And of course the pen I pick matches the cover. And then I'm starting at 175. And then I'm going to 389. I think that's enough. Nope. Okay. That almost was bad, but I fixed it. Beautiful. Wonderful. It's time to add another little thing. And then I do, because Gemina and Indivisible, I didn't have 2 lines to write, so we're going to put a tiny bit of washi tape beneath it to kind of even things out. Okay. To fill that space ever so slightly so it doesn't look as off balance as the others. But yeah, Indivisible. This is about 2 kids, by the way. You guys should probably want to know what it's about. This is about 2 kids who is the daughter who are the children, a son and a daughter, of parents who are immigrants to the U.S. These kids were born in the U.S., so they are citizens, but their parents are not, and their parents get taken by the government to be judged if they can still stay in the U.S. and that type of thing. And it kind of follows the kids' journey as they have to deal with this fact, and that they may not be safe. They may have to their parents may be sent and they will have to live without them forever. They may end up in the foster system and separated, their whole lives ruined, that type of thing. So that's the story, and I've been slow through it because I get very sad while reading it. So that's that. Okay. I'm so glad I fit so much on these pages, but I still have 2 more books to add to this TBR. So we're gonna go like this. for that. And we are going to set up one more page, guys. One more page to put these 2 books down in, and then, like, yeah. That's the plan. Setting up one more page, put these 2 books down, and then if, like, I have a library hold that I've been waiting months for, so I might, like, pick that up if it comes in October. And then I also have some audiobooks that I, like, if I finish my current audiobook, I may, like, pick up another. So, if that happens, this page will have space for more books. Okay, so go like that. And we're going to set up this page just like how we set up the other one, where we're going to color the stuff in and make it look cute. And hopefully, because, like, last month I did 4 pages of books, and then there's a good deal of them that I did not read. So I'm hoping this month I will do these 3 pages of books and read most of them, at least half. I think I'll definitely get through all the really short ones, because they are short, and my goal is to, like, kind of do those very quickly. I hate coloring these edges so much. Okay. But yeah, that's kind of the goal, the game plan. Yeah, this is not what I want. This is. If you wanted any other, this is the one other spooky recommendation I will get, because the rest of my TBR isn't too spooky. Doesn't got a lot there, but I will make this one last, like, spooky recommendation for y'all. If you guys are, like, into zombie books and, like, just kind of like spooky zombie books, not necessarily like horror, but it's got some aspects to it, I'm going to recommend this book that my friend wrote, which is called, it is called Genesis Knights of Salvation, and I'll repeat that, Genesis Knights of Salvation, and this is by Samantha Gallegos. You can find it on Amazon Kindle. It is not a physical book, it's just on Amazon. It's published through Amazon, that type of thing. But it is a friend my book wrote, and it has zombies in it, and it's got, like, apocalypse vibes, and it's like, it'd be a good read for the spooky season. So I encourage you to pick it up and go, like, look for it on Amazon if you got the chance. Doesn't matter if you, like, have, like, an Amazon Prime account or whatever. You can always download the Kindle app on your phone and, like, kind of just pull out the book there and, like, buy it off Amazon, that type of thing. So I encourage you to do so, because it's a good book. She worked very hard on it. I'm very proud of her. But yeah, that's another spooky read for this month. Okay. Next book on my TBR is Throne of Glass. Heck yeah. If you've read Throne of Glass, you're, like, probably very excited, because this is, like, I know there's, like, this series is also in the same world as, like, ACOTAR and all that stuff. So that's why I'm picking it up, because I figured I'll binge all of this and then pick up, like, ACOTAR in that series. So this is where I'm starting. Actually, I'm starting not even here. I'm starting at the very, very beginning with the book that I'm currently reading called The Assassin's Blade, which is, like, 5 short stories that take place before Throne of Glass, but follows still the main character, Selena. So, yeah. That's kind of like, yeah. Here we go. Assassin's Blade, which I'm currently reading. Throne of Glass, Crown of Midnight, Heir of Fire, so on and so forth, until you get to the Court of Thorns and Roses, yeah. And all that stuff. So, that's kind of where I am going. This is like the next series I'm going to like pick up and try to get through. And yeah, I'm so excited for it. And my friend is also very excited for me to read it because she's been dying for me to read it and pick it up. And I realize now that I haven't like done anything to decorate the page yet, and that's okay because I will after I finish this. Well, I haven't done anything to like use more stickers to decorate. Okay. This one is 404 pages. So, we'll see how far I get through it. But I'm very excited too. I know it's fantasy. It's like crazy fantasy. I like Selena as a character so far, from what I've read in like the Assassin's Blade, and I'm interested to like get to know her more. One thing for sure though is that like I am definitely in the phase of where when I read books, I get obsessed, like very quickly, very easily. Not quickly and easily, but I do get obsessed, usually. And then, like, I binge the book, I binge the series, I look for fan art, I become part of the fandom very quickly, I get invested. And there's some that, like, last for a long time, some that don't last as long, because maybe there isn't, like, enough for me to, like, keep on the hype train, you know? But I feel like the Throne of Glass series is definitely gonna, like, have a hold on me for a good deal of time. So, I've at least planned that, like, I'll read this month, and then I'll probably spend November and December, like, probably just binging the rest of the series, if I'm going to be honest. But I do have friends that say, like, it's not until the third book it gets good, or, like, the first book is written really weird compared to the second one, like, Sarah J. Maas's writing changes and that type of thing. So I am trying to, like, keep that all in mind as I, like, decide how I'm going to, like, continue with this. So, and I really want to just plop 0 in the middle of this page because I can, and then I'm going to take my star stickers and, like, just kind of fill in the gaps. So he's a nice rounded shape. Okay. But yeah, I like that. And I need these stickers still. But yeah, that's Throne of Glass. I'm ready to pick it up, start binging it. This is a huge pile. I'm gonna be honest, this is a big TBR pile, and it makes me a little nervous, you know? This final book is a book that my friend recommended me called Snow Like Ashes. I don't remember what it's about, but I know it's like a fantasy series. So, I'm excited for that. Excited to see where it goes and how it turns out. And that type of thing. But yeah, this is the last book on my TBR. It's just my friend's book, so I'm like trying to get through it, or I want to get through it for her so I can give it back. But yeah, this is slightly longer than Throne of Glass at 416 pages. Okay. I'm like doing math in my head of like how many boxes I feel like I need. Okay, we're gonna start there and see how this goes. Oh my gosh, it just needs 2 more boxes. I'm genius. Okay. Okay. And then for the next book, because there will be one more. Not like one more to add, but in the event that I pick up another audiobook, we're going to put down our little guy and a circle dot just to kind of signify that there may be another book. But yeah, so this is that second page, this is that first page. Got lots of books to read. Some of them I like. Most of this page is like I could do this in a day if I really tried, but it just kind of depends on me wanting to sit down and actually read. And I think I've been so tired lately, so I think I definitely need to. So hopefully I can do that. But yeah, that's that spread. We're gonna pop over here as I switch gears and kind of move my materials around, that type of thing. What's going to happen next, let me tell you, is that we do have what we like to call journal time. Well, what I like to call journal time, where I'm going to pull out a prompt, write in our journals. I'm going to write in my journal for sure. I hope you will. I want you to. I'm doing all this for you guys. Anyway, but yeah, I pull out the prompt and that type of thing, and yeah. So, here is the prompt for today. Right about, we're going to put it in the chat. And the prompt is write about your day. So what's happened today so far? What's going to happen the rest of today? And that type of thing. Where's today going? What's going on? That type of thing. That is the prompt for the day. We're going to quickly pop over here. We have my journal here. I have a Muji pen, and I have prompts right here, just so you know. And then I have a bunch of miscellaneous stickers that I just need to use up. So that's what we have here. And so, yeah, that is the prompt for today. Oh, I keep like missing pages, like when I'm putting this thing in, and it's kind of bothering me, so I'm trying not to. I already put a sticker down because I was going to use it on like this page, but then I like pulled it up because I didn't want it there, so now I put it down on this page to force me to use it. But this is how this is going to work from this moment forward. So I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to answer the prompt in my journal, and then I'm going to like come back and talk to you and tell you about my spread and what I answered and that type of thing. And then I'll end stream there and give like any final announcements. But yeah, let's do this. I'm going to stop talking now. Get journaling, guys. if you guys are still journaling, keep going. I'm going to just wrap up stream here, talk to you all about my spread. I didn't do too many stickers because I want to write more. And yeah, I just kind of... Now, if you can read this, I'm not entirely sure if you can. My prompt is a little different, and here is why. So, I'm a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. I'm a Mormon, that type of thing. I'm a Christian, and some of these prompts in this jar are more Christian-oriented, and I don't want to, like, force that upon people, though I still want to enter the prompt. So I did write my prompt and answer my spiritual prompt here, though I did give you guys a different prompt to write about your day, just so it's like, it's more on even ground for y'all if you aren't Christians or spiritual people in general. But that's that. Yeah. So, I don't want to force that on you guys. It's just, but it is part of me, and I do care about it, so I will write those more Christian prompts that I do get for me, and that type of thing. But yeah, that's my spread. Not too much to it. Mostly writing and that type of thing. But that is going to be the end of stream. As you can see by our lovely book pile here, it was a lovely and fun time creating my October TBR spreads and like kind of filling it out so that I can have that prepared for the month that starts in 2 days. I'm so excited. Okay. Yes. Very, very excited and that type of thing. That's going to be it for today's stream. Other announcements. Here's a small announcement. Now, like I just said before, I am a Christian. I'm a spiritual person. That's my type of thing. If it's not yours, that's okay. That's not your vibe. That's chill. You do you. You live your life. But if you're like, hey, maybe you're in the mood to like kind of do some spiritual growth, look for a good Christian religion to like learn about. Not necessarily join, just kind of learn about. If you go to comeunto Christ.org, it will teach you a little bit about that. My religion as a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and especially for this weekend, we are doing a general conference in which our prophet and apostles will be like speaking to us and like talking to us and that type of thing, and like kind of giving longer sermons and that type of thing. It's a great time. You don't have to watch it, but I just want to invite anybody who's watching that like you guys could totally come if you want. You can find it on comeunto It's called General Conference. It's this Saturday and Sunday, and essentially they just kind of give talks about a variety of topics. I know last year there were some about missionary work. There were also some about depression and anxiety, and I really like those talks specifically. But so that's a thing you could do this weekend if you wanted. You don't have to. I'm going to be doing it this weekend because I do like doing it. And I usually get together with friends and family, and we make treats and eat together and watch it. So it's lots of fun. But if you do want to check it out, it's comeunto Other announcements is that my next stream will be next Friday, October 6th, and we will be doing fall shows to watch spread. So come check that out. If you want to see any of my daily bullet journaling content, you can check out my Instagram, and I post all my previous streams, almost all of them. There's a couple that I've lost, and I feel really bad about. But I post most of my previous streams on my YouTube channel. Both of those are linked in my bio. I will see you guys next week. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Goodbye.